Sometimes they worship the darkness, which is like the color of me, thinking is really is me. They kiss and embrace it. What more can I say to describe them? Seeing that my presence and absence are the same, I do not I do not go there. Now here the reason why I married you. Oh proud and jealous girl, when I was living in Mathura city and I was separated from them, I had no desire to marry. When from when from a Brahmana's mouth I heard the pathetic letter of passionate Rukmini who was on the verge of suicide, I removed the pride of a host of demon kings, took her away in the midst of a battle as the kings looked on and accepted her hand. When I see her, I remember the gopis and I become filled with grief. To heal my heart by reminding it of the 60, 16,100 gopis who with a vow worshipped goddess Katyayani to attain me, I married you all. O noble lady, even so happiness and glory have left me and gone to a better place. Note, the better place is Vraja. Thank you, Mataji.
Continue. Someone else?
Mataji, I pronounced.
Please go ahead.
When I was in Braja, I enjoyed supremely wonderful and beautiful pastimes with the charming people there, plunged in an ocean of bliss. I did not understand how the days and nights were passing. In the happiness of my childhood pastimes, I killed many demons, conquered and sent away wicked Kaliya, and held Govardhana Hill in my left hand. In this way, I was plunged in an ocean of happiness. I thought the words and sight of Brahma and the other demigods as they offered obeisances and prayers were painful. I forgot my mission on behalf of the demigods. With my handsomeness and the unprecedented nectar music of my flute, I charmed the universe and filled it with great love. For the moment, let us not even consider the residents of Vraja. Let them stay far away. Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Chandra, the Siddhas and demigods flying in airplanes, the cows, bulls, calves, deer, trees, birds, bushes, vines, grass, rivers, and clouds, the moving and unmoving creatures, and the conscious and unconscious, all became plunged in an ocean of love. Overcome with ecstasy, they left their own natures and attained the opposite nature. Note, for example, the moving creatures became stunned and motionless, and the unmoving creatures trembled with ecstasy. You may doubt, thinking my words may be true or not true. Ask Kalindi. She personally saw the bliss of my pastimes with the people of Praja. At the present, even with the bliss of playful, joking pastimes, I cannot bring my relatives, the Yadavas, to that same kind of ecstatic love. Because it is very difficult to break the pride here of people like you. With shame, I have put down my dear flute. The situation there cannot even be described here. Vyasa's son Sukadeva, who is dear to me as the people of Vraja, with great love will describe something of it to his disciple Parikshit, whose life I once saved. Sri Parikshit said, fearing that my glorifying the good fortune of Vraja, the Lord would again become overcome with ecstatic love. Minister Uddhava called for the queens to come. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Hare Prabhu. Satyabhama. How these are the associates of the Lord. Just in order to increase the ecstasy of the rasa that Lord is relishing, these associates of the Lord, they speak accordingly. And it just looks like Satyabhama is little envious, Chandravali is envious, Radharani envious. But the envy that is born here in this material modes, it's just so. When we say envy, we only have a taste of envy of this world, where it hurts the Lord. The envy of the jiva hurts the Lord. But the envy of this liberated souls and associates of the Lord, it enhances the ecstasy of the Lord, relishing of the mellow of the Lord. If Satyabhama Devi, if she didn't speak like that and she didn't act like that, the Lord would not just open up with all his bottled up emotions of how much he loves Raja. So much so that you're all nothing. All that would not happen. So the Lord also would get to hear how much he has in his heart for his unconditional nirupadi devotees of Vraja. They don't have upadi. They are actually no one, not related to Krishna in any way. And in contrast, that kind of a relationship is forbidden in Vedic times. A paramour relationship. So their devotion was so unstoppable that the Lord wants to relish. Just relishing within, rolling on the ground, relishing that is one level of ecstasy. But when he has to speak it out like this, who do you think you all are, Dwarkavasis? Do you know who Rajavasis means? For the Lord to relish that, Satyabhama Devi, she had to do that. Whatever these purified, realized souls, associates of the Lord do, whatever they do is to just increase the relishment of the Lord. That's one thing. And second thing was, the Lord is saying, He's saying, you know about my pastimes. The moving beings became stunned, immobile, stationary beings. They started moving. That's what Venugita does. Do you know that at all? But I'm unable to do that Venugita here. I don't even feel like touching the flute. What? It's the same Bhagavan. It's the same Bhagavan. He couldn't stop playing the flute there in Vrindavan. And he has difficulty. And he doesn't even feel like holding the flute here in Dwaraka. Same Bhagavan. Why? What is it stopping him? Holy name. Holy name is with all mellows. Krishna is Rasaraj. Holy name is there with all mellows. Why is it that the holy name reveals, is willing to reveal its mellows to some devotees? And why is that holy name is not so enthused to reveal himself so much to others. It's not that Krishna doesn't want to. It's not that the holy name doesn't want to. How much is the devotee? How much is the devotee ready to receive it? Holy name is very pure. Very pure. So how much is the devotee really ready to receive that purity? The pure name. Yeah. So like that, Krishna can give. Krishna is giving. Holy name is giving. And he is giving and wants to give it. Holy name has it all. Wants to give. What is it that I am doing that is hurting Krishna? What is it that I'm doing? So when we start to think about the Lord, think for Him. Think for Him. We chant, but everything thinking about us only. What is there to think about us? It is only. There's nothing much to think about this conditioned jiva. What would a conditioned jiva have? But if only we can think of, oh Krishna, you are here. What is it that is there in me that is not pleasing you, is hurting you? So, like that, when we think for the Lord, then our pain also will go away. As long as we think for ourselves, we may chant or we may do anything, but still thinking about ourselves, the pain will not go away. Pain will go away when we start thinking about the Lord, for the Lord, thinking for the Lord. Thinking about the Lord also can happen. Oh Lord, can you please take away my problems, my hurt? That's thinking about the Lord also. Thinking for the Lord. Oh, how can I take away your pain? Like that. So the Lord has it all. Who wants to give, can give. He has it all. So like that. Yes, please. Somebody else. Please continue.
Hare Krishna Mataji, my pranams to you.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Please forgive me, I forget the format of this, but can we pause for a question now or do we wait at the end?
I think maybe it's close to 8:20. Josna Mataji, maybe she can read some and after that we can take the question and then we will end. Yeah, sure. Is that okay? Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Please.
Quickly coming, grasping his feet and offering prayers with sweet and plaintive words wet with tears, the queens headed by Rukmani and including Satyabhama gradually pacified their husband. Uddhava quickly brought in Devaki and Rohini with the Lord's meal. Then he brought in Balaram, who had just bathed. Then he told the Lord that Narada was standing at the door. Then Nanda's son, Lord Krishna, who sees within everyone's heart, said, "Why was he stopped today? This is not the way he came before." Uddhava smiled and said, "Lord, out of timidness and shyness, he does not come." Then Krishna, the master of Brahmanas, personally went to Narada, spoke to him and brought him in. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Dear friend Sri Narada, O saint overcome with love for me, O best of they who taste nectar, you have done me a great favor. Although in the forest fire of separation, my gopi beloveds are filled with pain, that pain is more glorious than the happiness of directly meeting me. It is indescribable and enchanting. It is an ocean of ecstatic love. Only they who are learned in tasting the mellows of spiritual love can understand it. When the pain of their grief ends, they become filled with happiness, a happiness greater than what they feel by directly meeting me. If one desires this kind of anxious, ecstatic love, I do not remain present before him. The thought, he is not here, make my dear lovers always think of me. Know that remembering me keeps them alive, for they who think me more dear than life, forgetting me for a moment is worse than death. Should I stop, Mataji? Or?
Yes, please. We can stop. Yeah, we
Thank
can
you.
pause. Thank you. These mellows of separation from the Lord. How can we condition jivas? It is said that even now, even when the Lord is in Vrindavan, even when he is with Srimati Radharani, it's not so. This separation and union is not. Apparently, union is they're together. The devotee and the Lord are together. Union. Separation is physically the devotee and the Lord are not together. That is apparent consideration. But what exactly is happening? This is all bhakti about the rasa. So in the union, when the Lord and the devotee are together, there is ecstasy. Of course, there is. But there's more like there is a little cap on the ecstasy. But when the Lord is far, for the devotee, the union they experience in their heart, it is said that it only grows and grows and grows and grows, like there is no cap. And because it's all about the Lord, even though it is separation physically, the Lord may not be close, but in the thought, the Lord is so close to the devotee. And it only grows and grows and grows. That closeness, that intensity and density only grows and grows and grows. Radharani had this. Even when Krishna was just sitting beside her, she went into a separation mode, looking at a bumblebee. So Krishna was right beside her, but her ecstasy, her union in the feeling of separation, Lord was right there, but in the feeling of separation was so much that she couldn't see Krishna beside her, though he was sitting there. So wonderful, so wonderful. Even to hard to grasp the concept right for us. But for us, conditioned souls, even before it happens with Bhagwan, who is so pure, it is said that to taste this feeling of what it means, it happens first with Acharya Bhagwan, Sri Guru. What is that taste of separation means? What is that ecstasy in separation means? And that happens with Sri Guru, because the disciple hasn't seen Bhagwan yet, and Sri Guru is the extension of Bhagwan. So when we get a little hang of that, then we will be able to teeny bit understand what is being described here about the Lord and his associates and the devotees. Yeah. Yes. And Mataji, yes, please. Vrindarani Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hari.
So, you were talking about thinking for the Lord.
Mm.
In our stages, Mataji, how can we think for the Lord?
Yeah.
Can you give some examples? Like,
Yeah. I mean, if I try my very best to give my attention to the Lord, not be distracted, voluntarily putting the distractions aside, that is one thing, in a gross sense, not watching something and chanting, or not voluntarily getting distracting and thinking okay to get distracted like that and chanting like that, in a very gross sense, putting that aside. So not voluntarily not paying attention to him, at least that one. Yeah. Because thinking for the Lord, how would he feel if we are not paying attention, voluntarily getting distracted, not paying attention? How would he feel? Do I care? If I don't care, why should he care for me? He should not care for me. He should not. And I should have the pain when he doesn't care. Because what matters here is I should care for him. And if he's not caring, if I'm not caring for him, let the pain be, let I suffer. Otherwise, how would I know that he's hurting? And if I am thinking, yeah, I will not care for him, but he has to give me something, excuse me. That is so impudent.
correct.
And what kind of audacity and hard-heartedness is that? We don't even have that kind of audacity, even with the people around. What in the world am I thinking to have that kind of audacity? And how would I get any mercy at all? I should not get any mercy for that kind of audacity. Why would I have happiness? Why would I feel like chanting at all? If there is such an audacity in the heart, who in the world am I thinking about myself? And why should the Lord give his mercy and be pleased upon me? He's already so merciful that he has given this nama. And he's so merciful that he's giving a reminders again and again, I am present in the nama, I am present in the nama. It is this audacity in the heart. Am I really thinking of Krishna? Thinking for Krishna? Not really. And I wonder here why. Why am I not happy? No, why do I feel miserable? I should feel miserable. As a thinking for the Lord. Thinking for the Lord. Yes. So this pain is a good thing, actually. It's really a good thing. Having this pain is really an indicator that the Lord is hurt. Otherwise, I would not have pain. Seeing the condition being, if the Lord is not hurt, I would not have pain. The pain that these devotees, these associates, these realized souls, that Haridas Thakur or, all these purified hearts, the pain that they feel is there is no pain there. The terminology is pain. They would not hurt Lord at all. Why would they have pain?
Correct.
So they don't have any pain. If I am having pain, it is simply because I am hurting him. Period. And my mind and false ego can come into action and trickily, very pitifully, self-pity, this, that, the variety of talk it can give. But, oh my goodness, this false ego, this mind, the bottom line, the truth doesn't change. I would not be hurt in the heart if I did not hurt the Lord. So like that. Yeah. And the holy name is so merciful. Being honest is one thing. Yeah, being honest is when we are trying to be honest, then we will get the help that we need. But when we are duplicitous is two things going on. Two things going on inside. Not being honest to one's own self, actually. So these are the things why the holy name would not reveal to us more. It's not about the Shastra. It's not about the knowledge. What knowledge did the South Indian Brahmana had who put the Bhagavad Gita upside down? It's not so much about the knowledge. Hearing this and that, accumulate information. Not about that. It's so much about our heart. Yeah. Mataji, that's a long answer. Sorry.
Sorry, I lost the last sentence you said, Mataji. Your voice just faded out.
Which one?
You said that was not, and then it just.
Did I say that was a long answer?
Oh, is that what you said? Okay. Yeah. No. I know, Mataji. It was not. I really needed to hear.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know, my mind still keeps going to figuring out that in spite of hearing and knowing and so much,
We just got to
know,
hear. Yeah. This will not happen overnight or too quickly. We just have to hear it again and again. Two things. This is this from Srimad Gaur Govinda Maharaja. Very helpful, was very helpful and very hopeful. A devotee asked this question to Maharaja. Yeah, and this is a response to that question. Or neophyte. Neophyte has Komala Shraddha. Komala Shraddha, faith is weak. So he has to hear from the pure devotees. And he said one more thing for the neophyte that I can't recall now, but regarding a Madhyamadhikari. Maharaj says, a Madhyamadhikari can quickly become Uttamadhikari. Again, in Uttamadhikari, there are three kinds. The Uttama, the third, 1, 2, 3. And the topmost Uttamadhikari is, like Srila Prabhupada. They can just instill faith and they are Shastra. With the Shastra, they can instill faith. So they are formidable with Shastra and faith like that. But there are other two categories of Uttamadhikari too. Pure-hearted. Uttamadhikari is pure-hearted. May not have that amount of Shastra as to instill the faith in the masses of people like that. May not be like that, but still pure-hearted. Yeah, the first stage of Uttamadhikari like that. So Maharaj says a Madhyamadhikari can become an Uttamadhikari just with two things. Simplicity and association with Uttamadhikari. If we don't have simplicity, though we are associating with Uttamadhikari and their Vani, it will not sink into us. It will not enter into our heart.
Correct.
Like that. So we have hope. What we already have Vani of pure devotees. You see, whatever I'm saying is just the prasad from there. So we already have Vani of the pure devotees, and we just heard Sanatana Goswami. We have ample of it.
Correct.
But we are not focusing on our internal status, internal nature. We just try to cover it up. Somehow shove it in the corner and just make it look good. Feel it look good. No, it's not the case. That is what simplicity Simplicity is don't make it look good. Don't make it feel good. No. Yeah, like that. So if one is simple, then all we need is just constantly hear the Vani of the Uttamadhikaris. And because of their Vani, their purity, osmosis, as you were saying this morning, the osmosis will happen. It's because of them.
Correct.
But we process it. That's all. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. All right, dear devotees. 8:40 ho gaya. So maybe we'll pause here unless anybody has anything to share, please, from the Katha. Otherwise, we can pause. ठीक है. So we'll pause. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. वैष्णव ठाकुर की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you all. Good night.